Good morning. For those of you who know me, you know that I love Oreos. In my house, we go through a family pack in 48 hours or less. I eat at least 3 every day, and even though I'm allergic to them, I usually eat them with my morning cup of coffee at 6 a.m. It's the one food in my gluten-free diet that I have not been able to cut out. I love equally both parts of Oreos. The creamy inside and the cookie outside perfectly complement each other. I only like original Oreos and often pair it with a scoop of peanut butter or Nutella, two other fabulous foods that I should not be eating. Although I risk my life each day, eating my favorite food in the whole world, I don't think I will quit eating them anytime soon. Even though I like Oreos, I can't say I like being called one. For those of you who don't know what an Oreo is, it's a person that displays white characteristics but is often African American in terms of race. When I was younger, I was colorblind, as some would say. I did not identify people by their race, but by who they were. I was often unaware of race almost until 3rd grade, when I was called an Oreo by a friend. I was confused about what made me different from her. She pointed out that I did not like coleslaw, and I was terrible at hip-hop. To me, that just made us different people with different tastes. I gave her a deer-in-the-headlights look and walked away. This would be the first of many times that someone other than myself would determine my race and who I was. A few years later, it would not be my activities that would mark my obvious Oreo traits, but how I speak and dress. I was on the bus on my way home from a long day at dance when someone asked me for the time. I looked up from my book and announced that it was around 4:30. Almost as soon as I revealed the time, they asked for my race and where I was from. I said I was from Philadelphia and that I was African American. They were shocked. They asked if I was sure. They felt that my blazer, matching hairband, hairpin, and Oxfords paired with my speech was a direct giveaway that I was either not from the area or at least mixed. I promptly excused myself from the conversation, for the person questioning me was not aware that they were making me feel very uncomfortable. Being 14, I was awkward, and finding a response to their question was quite difficult. Since from a young age, I was constantly questioned about my race, I was not really quite sure what it was. I had conflicting views of what it meant to be African American, so I didn't feel that I fit. I liked bands such as the Smiths, Two-Door Cinema Club, and Cold War Kids. At the same time, I still listened to people like Drake, Frank Ocean, and Odd Future. Having fish fries and fried chicken was something that my siblings and I always looked forward to, but having afternoon tea with homemade cookies was one of my favorite pastimes. As I grew older, my interests would be so different from my African American friends that we would not hang out because I was not black enough. I was not being pulled by two different cultural backgrounds, but was repelled by both. What helped change my perspective this summer was when I went to Work Ready Philadelphia. This program connects students to employers for 6 weeks to gain real-world experience as paid interns. On Fridays, they teach workplace skills and prepare us for launching ourselves into the work world. One Friday, my group was talking about what defines us. As students went around the circle answering this question, it struck me that I had never had the chance to decide what defined me. When it was my turn to speak, I answered, "What defines me is being undefined." Each program I start or help create has brought me closer to finding who I am, but I have no limits to what I can become. I was shocked by my own words. I realized that I'm not my race, nor am I what other people say I am. I'm just me. Being human is creating experiences, learning from them, and trying something new. For the longest time, I allowed what other people said I was to define me and make me feel uncomfortable in my own skin. Trying to live up to stereotypes of race was something I would never obtain, and it would be never true to who I was, so what was the point? After this activity, I met 2 other students who felt the same way I did. In summary, I believe in being undefined. Don't let stereotypes stop you from being just you. Also, don't define others. We are all so different and complex, and when we define or label someone, we set limits on who they are. Defining someone can put them in a box, and often people reflect more than just one category. Remember to always be respectful of how people choose to express themselves and be open to learning from other people's experiences. Personal traits, speech, or activities do not have races. They are specific to each person, and when expressed in a wide range, create different people. I'm sure it will always make me shudder a bit when someone tries to explain why the word Oreo attempts to explain who I am, but I know that I'm way more than just a word, and I'm definitely not a cookie. Thank you.